Hello friends, happy Thursday. So it is officially June 1st. I know I say this every single time a new month comes around, but truly, where did May go? Like, it was just incredibly quick, but it was also incredibly busy. Like, so much happened in May. Like, I graduated college and my best friend Karen came up for like 10 days and I worked and stuff. Like, it was just like a busy month. So June is going to be the month where I will see how much I read while working full-time, because I do start working full-time on Monday officially, and I am excited. Like, I'm really excited to work full-time, and I'm also kind of curious to see how it will affect my reading. I kind of feel like I will read more working full-time than I did in college, but at the same time I was reading a lot in college because the majority of my classes were online. So I guess we'll just see how it goes, but that's my prediction. I have a beautiful TBR set up thanks to Cameron, and yes, I am still sick. My nose is so sore from like everything. I'm not gonna get into the details, and like my lungs are just like full. I just feel like bleh, but I forced myself to get some chores done yesterday and today to just try to be productive, because this house isn't like a mess, but there's just things that need to be put away that I just keep not putting away. So I did that yesterday and today, and it feels nice. I think I'm finally done with chores though, so it's finally time to read. But before we read, I want to open up a package with you all because I ordered some headbands from a local Alaska company, and I'm really excited because I bought one while Cameron was here because we went to this really beautiful large animal research area, and that's where I bought this cute little crew neck. And they also had headbands, and they have muskox on them, which if you don't know what a muskox is, please look it up because they are so cute, and the babies especially, they're just adorable and I just love them. So I have a muskox one, but it was the first headband I've ever bought that actually fit my head. It did not give me a headache after wearing it for multiple hours, and I have a really big head. So for me to find something that is comfortable, cute, and doesn't give me a headache is honestly just amazing to me. So I went on their website, which I was so shocked to find they had a website, and I ordered 5 more because I needed them. So let's open it because I just got them today. It's so beautifully wrapped. Oh, there's actually like a personal note in here too. I couldn't help it. I will leave a link to their website down below, and they got here really quickly, which makes sense because their business is not too far away. But here they are, so cutely wrapped. So I also, I got a stamp card. That is so exciting. So you buy 10 headbands, get one free. That's amazing. I think their store is in Anchorage, I believe. So not too far. That would be really fun to like go to their physical store. Oh my gosh, these are so stinking cute. Okay, so I don't know which one to start with. I guess I'll go with this one. This one, I just fell in love with the colors. So this is like a mountain headband. There's like mountain peaks and stuff. And the colors aren't showing up quite accurately on my camera, but they're kind of pastel. There's like some dark blues, greens, purples, pinks, oranges. It's just very, very like beautiful, and like I loved the kind of like abstractness of it. This one was just, I could not resist. It's mushrooms. It's so cute. So it's like a blue background with all these different mushrooms. There's some orange ones and darker colored ones. And I love mushrooms, like both to eat and also as just like something cute. Sorry if the lighting changed a little, my computer just went to sleep. I rearranged a little in the house. I will show you shortly, but I also got this one, which is so cute. It's little bees. I hate yellow jackets, but I love bumblebees. So I love these. Oh, it's so cute. It'll match like everything. This one like was an immediate purchase because it's so pretty. Look at this. It's the moon phases, and it's like purple, dark blue with like the Alaska Range mountains down below with trees. It's just so stunning. I love this. I could see myself wearing this like all the time. I probably will actually put this one on because it like kind of matches my outfit today. And then I got this beautiful floral because I needed a floral one, and look at it. So it's like a light pink background with some darker pink flowers and some foliage. And it's kind of busy, but I feel like it would look really good with like a more plain outfit, just to kind of give my outfit some pattern. So love this. And then of course I had to just get a solid black one because this would match literally everything. And I could maybe even wear these to work, like I don't know. I'm gonna ask my mom if she thinks these are like work appropriate, because like none of them are like bad or anything, but I'm just like, I work in local government, so like I don't know if this would be considered business casual. So, or if I can't wear them like on a regular basis, I could definitely wear them on Fridays, because Fridays is like our casual day. But yeah, I'm gonna just put one of these on real quick because they are just so stinking cute. So I'm just gonna make sure I'm putting it on the right way. Some of these there are a right way and a wrong way, and then others it doesn't matter. I love how, as I said that, I literally put this headband on upside down. All right, there it is. It's so cute. It fits so well. Like, these don't give me headaches, and they're so cute, and like they're snug, but they're not like gonna like give you a headache. I'm just absolutely obsessed. So anyways, let me clean this up a little bit, and then I will give you all a quick little tour of the things that have changed around the house, because I did some rearranging after Cameron left because I just wanted something different, and I'm obsessed with how it looks. So I don't know if y'all remember, but I have this iMac. It's an older iMac, but it's still great. I use it for my reading sprints, but I had a weird setup because I have a brand new, really huge, wide monitor at my desk in my room, and so I wasn't using this as like a screen. I was just using like the computer component of it. But then I decided, what if I moved it in here, which I call this room the sitting room because like I have a futon, and the stairs are right there to go downstairs, but there's also my piano, some seating and stuff, a window. So I was like, what if I put this here, and then I could do my reading sprints from in here? That would be so cozy. And it truly is. Like, this chair I found downstairs, it's so comfortable. This is such a cute, cozy little area. And so when we're doing sprints, I could like sit here to read, come back over here and like do the chatty bit, and then go back over here to read. It's just like, it's so comfortable. I have a little spot for like drinks or snacks, got a lamp, got beautiful decor in here. Like, it's so cozy and cute, and I'm obsessed with it. So what was originally here was a big black swivel chair, which is super comfortable, but I decided to move it into the living room. So now that is there. So now I have so much more seating in here. Ignore the trash can over there because I'm really sick and I'm carrying that thing everywhere I go. But now it's like super cozy in here. Oh, you can see a little Margot over there. So I just love that I have more seating. So I think I can sit like 15 people in here now. And we do family brunch and stuff. There is a lot of people. So it's really nice to have more seating because you can also sit on the hearth. So moving on into the bedroom so I can show you that. There is Margot. Hello. You're so cute. Hello. All right, coming in here. So now I just have this set up with my laptop. So I just connect my laptop to my big screen and do what I want to do on there. At some point I hope to invest in an Apple mouse and Apple keyboard because I'm used to that and like I know those keys by heart. This is just a little cheapo mouse and keyboard I found on Amazon for like, you know, 10-15 bucks. So one day I will upgrade to a better mouse and keyboard, but for now this is the setup. And then now behind, which is where my iMac was sitting, I have my TBR. I know this is ridiculous, but they're books that like I want to get to soon, or they're library books or my TBR. So now they're living here, so like they get off of my bookshelf. So whatever books I want to read, I'll just put here, put them in a stack and read through them. And then, oh, my bookshelves. I'm just obsessed. They're so pretty. That's what's changed. Not too crazy. I mean, it's a good change for me because I love having a dedicated spot for reading sprints. That's not in my room. Like, I love it in here, obviously. It's like really cozy, but sitting at this desk for hours is not comfortable. and I still want to be nearby the computer in case it has issues. So I don't necessarily like want to put on sprints and then just go sit in the living room and then come back when the sprint is over. Like, I want to be nearby the computer. So having it in the sitting room area is so cute, and I love it. And it looks really cute. Like, having that like big flip clock screensaver is just so like aesthetic, and I love it. But anyways, I feel like I'm sounding and feeling worse than this morning, so I'm gonna go try to finish Zodiac Academy. I don't have too much left, so I will finish that. I will try to come give you all an update, and we're just gonna get back into weekly vlogging and kind of experimenting this month to see how much I can read while working full-time. So put your predictions in the comments if you have any. I truly think I could read more because I could get up like an hour earlier than normal to listen to more of my audiobook and then go to work. Then when I get home, you know, do my exercise, eat dinner or whatever, and then read the rest of the night, kind of a thing. Because now I don't have any more homework. Like, I'm still trying to comprehend that. Like, I don't have homework? Are you kidding? Like, it just doesn't feel real. But anyways, I'm gonna go and I will update you all later. Hello, I don't know why my face looks so red. That's weird. But I just finished Shadow Princess Zodiac Academy book 4, and I gave it 4 stars. Like, it was, I don't know, it's more like a 3, I think. Maybe I'll lower my rating because it took until the last like 50 pages for anything to happen. So like, I feel like I should have just skimmed to the end, read the ending, and call it good. I don't really know why these books need to be so long when like nothing happens, but it was fun. But I'm super glad it's over with, and I'm probably gonna take a really long break before I start book 5 because I'm gonna need a break, just because that book felt like it took me 3 years to read. But at least it's over. So I don't exactly know what I want to read next. I mean, I have this huge stack to work with, so really I have options. So I'm kind of looking at Ninth House because I just downloaded the audiobook from my library because I want to reread that before I read Hellbent. So kind of looking at that. Also kind of looking at Gilded Wolves maybe, and some of the books that I want to physically read. I was thinking of maybe reading a romance to like kind of have a palate cleanse or something fun, quick and easy that I could just like read this weekend. So I may do that because I am doing reading sprints like all day tomorrow because I'm still sick and I have the rest of the week off from my vacation. So that might be kind of fun just to like read something while on sprints. So I don't really know what I feel like. I will come back to let you know, and we'll go from there. Hello. So it is Saturday night. It is 10 o'clock at night, but I am finally remembering to come visit this vlog and give y'all an update. So I have finished some things. I'm in the middle of some things, so let's talk about it. First off, I don't even think I told you I started this book, but I got it in from the library and really wanted to read it as an audiobook, and that is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson, which is her latest book, and I really enjoyed the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, so I was really excited when Cameron sent me this book. So in the story we follow 6 friends, and they are borrowing a motorhome to go camping for spring break, and there are a lot of secrets amongst these friends. There's a lot of things that they haven't told one another that has been going on in their lives, and the main character we follow, her name is Red, and she is struggling a lot after the death of her mother, and she has a lot of secrets and she feels a lot of guilt for her mother's death, and I don't think her friends truly realize how much she's struggling. And so they're on this road trip and they're coming into a lot of issues. They are losing signal on their phones, and this red dot has appeared in their motorhome and is trying to kill someone. And they have a radio, and they hear a voice come through the radio saying that somebody is not going to survive the night. And it was a really fun thriller. I definitely think it is a thriller because it was quite thrilling to read, and I was definitely pretty hooked. Like, it was really good. I think Holly Jackson does a great job of creating suspense, and it's not so like long-winded. It's like it feels a little bit like, okay, I'm ready to figure it out, but at the same time it's like really enjoyable. So I give this one 4 stars, and the ending was not expected. Like, I wasn't expecting that to be how it was going to end, but the narration was great for this. It was not as like magical as the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, but it was definitely really enjoyable, and I'd recommend. It was great. And then I've been working on this painting project, so I finished that while working on it, and then I dove right into a new audiobook today, which is Over the Woodward Wall by A. Deborah Baker, which I just picked up the physical book from the library today, but Script has all the audiobooks, so I downloaded all of them, and we'll work on listening to those as I have time. And this is great. I have read the ebook of this, but the audiobook is so much better. The narrator does such a great job of bringing the story to life, and it just feels so whimsical, and it just feels like something like little kid me would listen to while like curled up in bed or something, because as a kid I just could not sleep. Like, I would wake up religiously at like 4 a.m. and read until it was time to go to school, which is probably why I was tired all the time, but it was my thing. And I feel like this would be like the book that I would like wake up at 4 a.m. to like read until school, and it's just like kind of nostalgic in a weird way, but it's really fun. I'm really happy to be back in this world, and I have the next 2 books as well, which I checked out from the library, even though I don't think I'm actually going to physically read them, so not really sure why I checked them out in the first place, but I guess it kind of motivates me to get them read. And they're so cute, but they're just so expensive. I just don't want to own them myself right now. Like, I don't really want to buy them. And then I was also ridiculous and checked out these 3 books from the library as well, which I don't think I'm gonna read these, honestly. I think they're just gonna go right back to the library because I don't have time to read them. And I have so many physical books to read that I kind of just want to just focus on those. But I have A Dash of Salt and Pepper by Kisoko Jackson, which I do really want to read. And then I have A Taste of Gold and Iron, which I did find the audiobook of on Scribd. So I was planning on doing like a little follow along, read along thing with this, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time. I also have House of Hunger, which I really want to read too, but I don't think I'm gonna have time. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. So I checked out the audiobook of Ninth House from my library because I want to reread Ninth House before I get to Hellbent, but I really want to listen to the audiobook. But I have the audiobook for both of these. This physical book needs to go back, I think, on the 23rd of June. This book needs to go back on the 27th of June as an audiobook. So I'm conflicted which one I should start after my current physical read. So I'm having a lot of difficulties deciding. I kind of leaning towards reading this one because I just feel like I should prioritize my own physical TBR over library books. So I guess we'll see. But anyways, getting back to current reads, I'm reading Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake as my physical read, and I'm loving it. It feels like a slow burn romance, which I can love when it's done right. It could be really tedious and annoying to me if it's not done right, but I'm loving this so far. So we're following a main character, Delilah Green, who has kind of grown up as the outsider. She never really had friends in high school, and her stepsister was always the popular girl, and her friends were never nice to her. She was never invited to hang out with them, and just always felt like she never belonged. So several years later, a couple decades later, I think, everyone's in like their 20s and 30s, and her stepsister is getting married and has hired Delilah to be the photographer. And Delilah is living in New York. She is an aspiring artist and photographer, and so she goes to this wedding to take photos, and she runs into one of her stepsister's friends whom has grown up quite a bit and is not the mean girl that she was back then, and there may be a little bit of a romance between them. So it's super fun so far. I had planned on finishing this book this weekend, which is definitely not going to happen now, but I'm 122 pages into it and just having a magical time with it. So I don't think I'm going to finish this because I have like 200 something pages left, and it's 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday, and tomorrow's kind of busy. because I breakfast with my parents as every Sunday I do, but then at noon my dad needs help with some projects, so I don't know how much reading I'm actually gonna get done tomorrow. Plus, I'm trying to hit a certain amount of calories burned goal for myself. So I met it today. It took an arm and a leg to happen, but it happened. So I just don't know how much reading I'm actually gonna get done, like physically. Like audiobooks are not a problem for me. So I'm trying to switch as many of my books to audiobooks as I can if I can do that. But while at the library, I also got Lore Olympus Volume 3, which I had placed on hold. So I kind of wanted to like read this tomorrow and maybe even Demon in the Wood, just kind of, you know, squeeze in some extra reads for June early on. So I may do that. We'll see what time allows, but I definitely will read this at some point before it needs to go back. And then I'll just keep listening to these audiobooks. And then I also have the audiobook for The Writing Retreat, which is on my June TBR, downloaded and ready to go. So I'm thinking of listening to this, and then maybe I'll switch over to this, and then listen to these, and then kind of go from there. And then I think I will just read Ninth House as my next physical read after Delilah Green, because like I keep saying, I really need to focus on my physical TBR. So those are my very chaotic reading plans, which probably don't make sense to anybody but me. But anyways, my camera died, so I'm gonna go to bed and I will chat with you all later. Hello friends, so it is Sunday. It's pretty much time for me to go to bed, but I just thought I would hop on here real quick, do a quick little reading update. And my hair is all wrapped up. It's in those heatless curls, so it is gonna be all ready for my first day back to work. I'm feeling a little nervous for some reason. Like, I've been working in this job for like 5 months. I don't know why I feel nervous going back after being gone for 2 weeks, but I just feel a little nervous. So got a cute outfit picked out, so hopefully that'll give me, you know, a little boost of confidence, and it should be great. I'm just expecting to spend most of the morning going through emails and then kind of like getting my bearings again and trying to like figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do. So anyways, let's get into my quick little reading update. I have finished a book again. So I finished the audiobook of Over the Woodward Wall by A. Deborah Baker, which is so short, so I'm not surprised that I finished it. But I gave this book, I think, 4 stars, maybe 5. I just truly enjoyed it so much. It's such a whimsical, magical story, and this does play a part in the series by Shauna McGuire, which I'm not remembering right now. I know the second book is Seasonal Fears. I can't think of the first book for some reason. It has the hand, has the candles on it. It'll come to me when I don't expect it, but Middle Game! See, there we go. It's Middle Game. Okay, love that book. And this book kind of plays into that. And this was great. I definitely needed the reread, so I will be continuing with this series pretty shortly. But as a little palate cleanser, because I just can't read a series back to back to back. I honestly get sick of it, so I just don't. So I read this, and then I started a new audiobook, which is The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz, and I read quite a bit of this. I'm 55 pages into it, and I'm very intrigued. I feel like I can't trust the narrator in this. Like, she is definitely hiding something from both us and the other characters in this story, and I'm really interested to see what is going to happen. So basically, I believe she works at a publishing firm, and she gets this exclusive month-long writing retreat at the estate of feminist horror writer Rosa Vallow, which is like her all-time favorite author, and it's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And so obviously she accepts and she goes, and like her ex-best friend is also going to be there, and we don't know quite yet why they had a falling out, so I'm really interested to learn more about that. And it's interesting so far. I'm very intrigued. The narrator is also really good for this, so enjoying the audiobook experience. I should maybe be able to finish it this week, but we'll just see. This is my first week back to work, feeling a little nervous, and also feeling a little nervous that this is it for me. Like, I'm gonna be working for like the rest of my life, which just seems a little daunting and just a little overwhelming for me for some reason. Anyway, so we'll just see how it goes in terms of reading. I am still reading Delilah Green Doesn't Care. I made it to page 196 today. I do plan on reading a bit more before bed, but I am getting a little tired, so we'll just see. I also do want to start Lore Olympus Volume 3, which I have checked out from the library right now, so I do want to at least start this tonight, if not finish it, because I can usually read these pretty quickly, so we'll just see how much time I have. But yeah, I think my plans are this week is to start and finish Lore Olympus, try to finish the writing retreat, and also maybe finish Delilah Green. So if I could finish those 3 things, that would be amazing. And if I could just like start and finish like a book or 2 a week, that would be amazing. At least 1 book, because like I do listen to a ton of audiobooks, so if I can like start and finish an audiobook a week and then it takes me maybe 2 weeks to read a physical book, that would be amazing, because my weekends are going to be pretty full for June, because this upcoming week my mom and I have a 5K, which we're hoping to go to if we're both not sick, but it's my absolute favorite walk. So it's like a walk run, so like it's called a meander, like you don't have to like run it or anything, but it's one of my absolute favorites. So we have that this coming Saturday, and then the following week I think we're gonna do a garage sale, and then I think that week, or maybe the week after, is Father's Day, which we always do some activities on that day. So we'll just see how much reading I can get done on these busy weekends and then working full-time. So anywho, I'm gonna get to bed, and I will try to come chat with you all tomorrow to tell you all how my first day back was, and I'll try to check in every day. Won't make any promises, but I will definitely give you updates as I finish books. Hello, it is after work on Monday. It was a very good first day back. I honestly didn't have that much work to do. Like, I didn't miss that much. So it was really nice. Like, I set myself up for this vacation to have like no work coming in. Like, I got everything done that needed to get done, and then whatever else there was could wait, or my supervisor did for me while I was gone. So really, it was just like a normal day for me. It wasn't like major catch up. So I also got assigned some trainings to do, which is fun. So I worked on that for most of the afternoon, and it was great. So I have a little book haul for y'all because I found a $50 Barnes & Noble gift card in my purse that just was burning a hole in my pocket. So I had to get some books. So I got the sequel to Delilah Green Doesn't Care, which is Astrid Parker Doesn't Fall, which I'm super excited to get to because I don't love Astrid in the first book. Like, she's a big pain in the butt, but I feel like she is starting to realize how mean she is to Delilah, and I'm looking forward to her character growth, which I feel like we're going to see both in that book and this one. So I'm excited. I don't want to read the back because I don't want to be spoiled for the first one, and I mean, I actually haven't heard many people talk about it, but I've seen it on like Instagram and stuff, and that is Ink, Blood, Sister Scribe by Emma Torres. It looks really good, and I love a bookish fantasy story, so honestly don't know much more than that, other than I also love the cover. So I got this as well. So that's my little book haul. I don't have a reading update, obviously, because I've been working all day, but I'm hoping to listen to more of my audiobook, which I did listen to a bit this morning, and read more of Delilah Green, but I'm gonna go down for dinner, and then I plan on working out for a good chunk of the evening, and then relaxing, hopefully with a book, before bed. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes, and I'll chat with you all later on. Hello, happy Friday. Apologize if there's a lot of fan noise in the background. It is so extremely hot in my house. I just can't possibly not have fans running. So again, apologies. So like I said, it's Friday, so I'm gonna close out this vlog, and I feel like I kind of abandoned it. I feel like I haven't updated in a while, but we're here now, and I actually have some reading updates for you all. I'm honestly impressed. I finished 2 things this week. So first of all, I finished Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake, which is on my June TBR, which is amazing that it's already done and it's only the 9th. I truly loved this so much. I actually think this might be one of my favorite books of the year. I give it 5 stars. I loved the pacing of it and the characters. They felt so realistic, and what I really liked, which is so surprising, is the third act breakup. It actually made sense, and it wasn't some immature thing that came out of left field. Like, that's how I feel like a lot of third act breakups are. They're just like so petty and just like, excuse you. Margot thinks she needs to knock out my fake apples out of a basket, so hold on. Anyways, so I really like the third act breakup in this story, and it was like accidental. Like, it was something somebody said, and like they kind of just said it in the moment, and then it kind of came back to bite them in the butt, and I really like that. Do you see her playing with my fake apples back there? Whatever, she's not hurting anything, I guess I'll let her do it. So I truly love this. The characters are great, the relationship was great. It was just fantastic, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm really excited that I have the second book, and I pre-ordered the third book, and I would definitely be continuing with the series, hopefully sooner rather than later. At least with romance, like, I don't need to read them like in order or like right away, because it's just mainly companions. Even if they are a series, you don't necessarily have to read them in order anyway. But I also finished my audiobook today, which has been The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz, which I quite enjoyed. It reminded me a lot of Misery, and the idea that it's like a thriller based off of like a bookish idea, I guess. So it was great. I did really enjoy it, especially towards the end. It reminded me a lot of Misery and how suspenseful it was, and I would love to see this adapted as a movie, although I feel like it would be too similar to Misery, but I would still like to see it as a movie. I think it'd be a really fun adaptation. So this was great. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 3 stars just because like it was good. I liked it, but it's not something I would reread or necessarily come back to in the future, but it's definitely one that I would recommend for a good, quick, fun time. The audiobook was also really good. There was this one character who has a very distinct way of talking, let's say, without getting into spoilers, and the way the narrator handled that was really interesting and kind of creepy. So quite enjoyed this and would definitely recommend. And then I have also started my next physical read, which is a reread of Ninth House. So I've already taken the dust jacket off because I did start this morning. I woke up a little bit early, so I just laid in bed and read for a bit, which was nice. So I'm enjoying my reread so far. I'm only 30 pages in, and I hope to finish this by like next week or so. I say that tentatively, but I did just get Hellbent in from the library as well as an audiobook, and I'm listening to the audiobook while following along, which I really like the audiobook for this book. I never listened to it originally, so it's kind of nice to reread it in a different format-ish. So enjoying this. We'll probably just blast through a ton of this over the weekend, hopefully. It's not too busy of a weekend, but it's still kind of busy. And then I plan on starting the second book in the Over the Woodward Wall series. I think it's like Along the Saltwise Sea or something. So I plan on starting that as my next audiobook, probably tomorrow morning as I do my chores. But that's basically it for this vlog. My first week back to work was great. It went by really fast. Like Wednesday just like snuck up on me, and then before I knew it, it was Friday and like it's the weekend. So I'm really hoping this weekend that I could just get some chores done. My mom and I have a 5K walk run that we're gonna do tomorrow. We're obviously just gonna walk it because running it, no thank you. So we're just gonna walk it. It's like a meander, like it's specifically made for people who don't do 5Ks all the time, and like there's like sections. So like there's a bicycle section, there's the runners who like are trying to win the race, and then there's like walkers who are just like walking it to just get some exercise, which is my mom and I. So that'll be super fun. And then other than that, I think it's a pretty chill weekend. So hoping to get my chores done tomorrow morning, go on that walk. We'll see where the afternoon takes us, and then otherwise just read. So that is the plan, but you will hear all about that in next week's vlog. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. So if you made it this far into the vlog, comment some like lavender emojis, because I'm just obsessed with this color that Delilah Green has on the cover. It's just stunning. So I'm gonna leave ya, and I will see you all in another video soon. Goodbye.